First up is the Coyote 2. The design of this plane makes it a natural for floats. The extensive use of anodized aluminum tubes carries with it an automatic plus in corrosion protection, low weight, and high strength. The 34.5-foot wingspan and the high-lift airfoil adds to the performance. In either the S-6S or the S-6S, you can expect a capable seaplane. Our pilot and builder is Ken Smith of Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. The plane, the S-6S, with the standard wing, tricycle landing gear, and the Rotax 912 engine, powering a two-bladed warp drive prop with nickel edges. The floats are Stoddard Hamilton Aero sets with 1,200 pounds of displacement per float. It's amphibious and of fiberglass construction.
I've always enjoyed boating. I like to get to the beaches and the waterways, the rivers out west. I like to camp, so I like the availability, accessibility of the float flying.
Using some factory parts and components of his own design, Ken has adapted the Aeroset floats to the Coyote 2 in a durable but clean fashion. The installation features air-operated gear and hydraulic brakes. The brakes are rudder pedal operated for differential braking. The system has proven virtually trouble-free. However, Ken recommends replacing the air compressor every season since it's a high-wear item. The compressor used in Ken's setup is a 12-volt portable unit used to inflate auto tires.
The gear cycling and landings have been numerous. It's not a cross-country. I haven't used it as a cross-country plane.
Up and down lock lights, the compressor on-off switch, and a pressure gauge are featured on the instrument panel. A simple cable loop near the flap lever serves to raise and lower the water rudder. Mounting the floats on the Coyote 2 is done through streamlined aluminum tubes and cables. The added drag of the floats has little effect on cruise speed. Ken thinks the Aerosets are one of the cleanest, most durable floats out there. The only criticism he offers is that they're slightly shy on displacement. At 1,200 pounds buoyancy per side, there's little margin. A float of 1,400 pounds displacement would be ideal. However, being slightly underfloated has yielded higher cruise speeds and better rough water penetration.
Like the Aeroset floats that I'm standing on, they're built apart as a 125 standards. They build a larger float, so they've taken those and made them a size that'll fit experimental aircraft. There's several manufacturers now that come out with a good product besides this one. There's planes that have enough power to weight to match it. And I think in the past there's been a really, if you follow the history of the Super Cub, it's such a coveted airplane and doesn't have the performance power to weight that this one does. So you're looking at $90,000, $98,000 for the plane alone. Amphibious floats right now for that plane are projected to be an introductory price of $35,000. So you're looking at $135 plus just to get started. And it'd be a hell of a plane, but I would say I've got a great plane also, that, especially considering what I've got into it.
Docking the rig has proven less of a challenge than heavier aircraft since momentum is reduced. With skillful use of the water rudder and power, Ken has managed 2 years of water operations without incident. The combination of plane and float provides respectable performance from a normally aspirated Rotax 912 engine. Takeoff at gross is within 20 seconds, an average rate of climb of 700 feet per minute with a cruise of 100 miles per hour at 75% power. The floats are quick to come up on step. with good, solid, fast taxi feel. There's little tendency to porpoise or over-rotate. The floats feel well balanced on the water and in the air. Roll, pitch, and yaw have remained delightful despite the weight of the floats. Ken added to the vertical tail volume in the form of a belly vertical fin. The fin simply bolts onto the existing structure and can be removed for wheels-only operation. The Coyote 2, in combination with the Airaile set floats, makes it a very lively performing seaplane with enough performance in cruise for short cross countries. The durability of the mounts, floats, and systems has been proven to allow such operations to be practical as well as cost-effective.
I chose this plane because of the affordability and the performance. I can't afford 20 gallons an hour. I wanted the amphibious plane to be able to put in my hangar in service and keep out of the weather. But a GA airplane is talking some pretty major dollars for that. Most amphibian floats are worth more than this plane, and amphib floats set up and don't have the performance that this has.